Hello everyone, I am Rakesh Chauhan working as PGT Physics in Suraj Group of Schools. I welcome you all in the e-learning classes of physics. Today we are going to discuss about velocity selector, which is also known as velocity filter. So the first question comes in our mind is, what is velocity selector? So velocity selector is a device which is used to select or filter out, we can say, select one beam of charged particles, among multiple beams of charged particles moving with different velocities, irrespective of their charge to mass ratio, or irrespective to the charge and mass of these charged particles. So velocity selector, what we can, how we can understand the concept of velocity selector. It is a device which is used to select one of the beam of charged particle moving with desired velocity, or whatever velocity we want. Actually, we can select that charged particle among various charged particles moving with different speeds. Now question comes in our mind that where it is used actually. So it is used in mass spectrography. What is mass spectrography? With the help of that mass spectrography, we can find out the mass of small particles and charge by mass ratio, Q by M ratio. The device which is used to find the charge by mass ratio of a charged particle is known as mass spectrography. So in mass spectrography we use velocity selector. So this is not the topic of discussion here. It will be studied, or you can say you will study it in your higher classes, that how mass spectrography is used to find the charge by mass ratio of a charged particle. Okay, but in mass spectrography we use velocity selector. Okay, now on which principle the velocity selector actually works? So it works on the principle of cross field arrangement. And in that cross field arrangement, if the magnetic force and electric force are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, then the charged particle will move undeviated or undeflected out of that chamber. So this is the principle of working of velocity selector. Now let us have a detailed look how this velocity selector actually select one of the charged particle of desired velocity out of many charged particles moving with different speeds. So for that we have to first draw a diagram which basically illustrates the cross field device. Now since we are using cross field device again and again, so first we will study what is cross field device actually. So a cross field device is a device in which both magnetic field and electric field are applied simultaneously perpendicular to each other. A region where both electric field and magnetic field are applied simultaneously and which are perpendicular as well is known as cross field device. So in our syllabus there are two devices which are cross field devices. The first one is velocity selector and the other one is cyclotron. So the next topic we will study is cyclotron. Okay, so velocity selector is a cross field device in which magnetic field and electric field are applied perpendicular to each other. Okay, so first we will see how this velocity selector actually look like. So it consists of two parallel slits S1 and S2. These are the two parallel slits S1 and S2 through which the beam of particles, through S1 slit the beam of charged particles will enter, and through S2 slit the selected charged particle beam will be exiting. Okay, now within these two slits, two plates or charge plates are placed here so that electric field can be generated. So suppose this is positive plate and suppose this is negative plate. So you can see here the direction of electric field will be from positive to negative plate. So the direction of electric field will be in this direction. Okay, since it is a cross field device, so it must consist of magnetic field also. So the magnetic field we have been applying here is suppose this is the magnetic field we have applied here and it is in perpendicular direction. So perpendicular magnetic field. Why we are using perpendicular magnetic field? We will discuss it in the working of this velocity selector. Okay, so perpendicular magnetic field and the direction is suppose perpendicularly outward. So we can represent it by simply representing the dots. As you all know, the sign convention of magnetic field, to represent perpendicularly outward magnetic field we use circle dot, and to represent perpendicularly inward magnetic field we use circled cross. So this is the magnetic field we applied within these two slits S1 and S2. Okay, now multiple beams of charged particles enter through S1 slit, and these beams which are entering from S1 slit will definitely exerted magnetic force as well as electric force, because both electric field and magnetic field are present here. So in which direction the if the charged particles are suppose positive charged particles, then the direction of electric force will be in the direction of electric field. So if I illustrate this diagram with the help of this Cartesian coordinate system, so you can understand it in better way. Suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. The direction of charged particle or the velocity is in x direction. Suppose the charged particles are entering in this direction, and this direction we have considered it as positive x direction. Okay, so the velocity vector will be in the direction of, I can say, x direction. This is the velocity vector. Okay, suppose and the direction of electric field, which we can see from here, the direction of electric field is from positive to negative charge plate, means in y direction. If I consider it as y direction, so the direction of electric field is y direction. So where will be the force or electric force, the direction of electric force will be in the direction of electric field if the charge particle is positive. So I am representing this electric force as Fe vector in the direction of y-axis, or we can say in the direction of electric field. Okay, since we have assumed the direction of magnetic field as perpendicularly outward, and if I assume this direction as z-axis, because we have taken this is as x-axis, this is y-axis, then this will be definitely z-axis. So we have applied the magnetic field in z direction. Okay, now we have to find out the direction of magnetic force. So the magnetic force we can find out Fm vector is equal to q v vector cross b vector. So we know the direction of v vector, it is in the x direction. So for x direction unit vector we can represent as I cap, and the direction of magnetic field is in z direction, means k cap. So I cross k cap, and you all know it is minus j cap, and so the direction of force which will be determined by the direction of v cross b is basically minus j cap, means negative y direction. And where is the negative y direction? Just opposite to this electric field in this direction. So this is the direction of magnetic force, and now you can easily understand that the direction of electric force on the charged particles is just opposite to the direction of magnetic force which is acting in the negative y direction, and this all have been possible due to the magnetic field which we have applied in the positive z direction. Okay, so how this diagram important to illustrate this the operation or working of this velocity selector, let us try to understand it. So as I told you that velocity selector is a device which is used to select many one charge particle out of many charge particles moving with different velocities. So the desired velocity particle is separated out of those charge particles having different velocity. So how these charge particles can be selected? So if I say here that if the magnitude of electric force and magnetic force becomes equal, then the charge particle will move on to slit S2 and exit from this slit S2 undeflected. And if the electric force is greater than magnetic force, then the charge particle will move in this direction, or if the magnetic force is greater than the electric force, then the charge particle will deflected in this direction. Okay, but if the force or magnitude of these two forces is exactly equal, then the charge particle will be moving with the same path, or I can say it will exit through slit S2 which is parallel to slit S1. So the condition of working of this velocity selector is that the mode of Fe vector is equals to the mode of Fm vector, and we have proved that the direction of Fe vector and Fm vector are opposite to each other. If somehow we are able to equalize the magnitude of these two forces, then definitely the charge particle of desired velocity which is entering from S1 slit will exit from S2 slit, and rest of the charge particle will be deflected in either direction, maybe upward direction or maybe downward direction. Okay, so Fe vector, mode of Fe vector is equal to mode of Fm vector for the velocity selector or for the particle which is to be selected. Okay, so what is Fe vector? So you will say it is Q into E. The force or electric force exerted on a charged particle in electric field is QE, and Fm vector, mode of Fm vector is QVB sin theta. Although this theta is 90 degree here because the velocity and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. The velocity is in this direction, you can see, and the magnetic field in this direction. So the angle between V and V vector is 90 degree. So I can write here, if theta is equal to 90 degree, so QE is equal to QVB. And from here, if I cancel Q by Q, then V can be found out using E by V, E by B. So this is the formula of desired velocity. This is the desired velocity which we want to select from many of the velocities of the charged particles being. So if I want to select 2 meter per second charge particle, or the charge particle moving with 2 meter per second velocity out of many charged particles having 4 meter per second velocity, 5 meter per second velocity, then what I have to do, I have to simply apply the electric field. If I put the value of velocity as 2, so E divided by B is equals to 2, means E is equal to twice of B. So I have to apply the electric field just twice of the magnetic field. The value of electric field is just double the value of magnetic field. If you have designed this device such that the value of electric field is just double the value of magnetic field, then it will act as, or to select the charged particle which is moving with velocity 2 meter per second. Suppose some person wants to select a charged particle moving with 100 meter per second velocity out of many charged particles. So what should be the condition? The electric field should be 100 times of the magnetic field. And if this condition satisfies, then the charged particle which is moving with 100 meter per second velocity will come out of this slit S2, and rest of the charged particles will be deflected in upward direction, or to the positive plate or to the negative plate. So this is the working principle of velocity selector. So in velocity selector, what we are using, you will say in velocity selector, perpendicular magnetic field and electric fields are applied simultaneously, and the charged particle or the beam of charged particles moving with different velocities are projected or entering from slit S1, and the desired particle, or the particle having desired velocity is filtered out of these charged particles from slit S2. So how these are being selected or filtered out? So the concept is, if the magnitude of electric force and magnetic force is exactly same, then the charged particle will be feeling or experiencing zero force, and it will be filter out or exit from slit S2 without any deflection. And if this condition not satisfied for other charged particles, so these charged particles will be either deflecting from negative plate or either deflected towards positive plate, depending upon the value of electric force and magnetic force. So this is how velocity selector is useful in selecting the charged particle of desired velocity out of many charged particles having different velocities. So I hope this topic you might have understood, and if you like this video, please share this video with your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video. In our next video we are going to discuss about the another cross field device which is very important also, cyclotron. So for the time being, this is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching this video.